What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol GSAT for Globalstar Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, we have the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, because this is new to our repertoire, we're going to go in and map out obvious areas of support and resistance from the daily perspective, and then we'll jump into the intraday time frame and kind of dissect some of the price action from today. So just some quick things that I'm noticing, where there was prior support, where there was prior resistance, and then we'll find one more underneath us, probably this prior double top here at 155. So that's a very quick and dirty way of doing it from the daily perspective. While we're still focused on this left-hand chart, what I just want to point your attention to is this sort of symmetrical triangle here, which did break to the upside, of course. So we are looking for ultimately a move up to the high of the triangle. I'm not saying it has to happen all in one day. That's just how the pattern would fulfill. And then after that, there's no saying how high it could potentially go. Again, that's just very technically speaking. I'm not saying this company chart price has to do that. Particularly, we're going to monitor from an intraday basis. So flipping the attention over to the 30-minute intraday time frame chart now to talk about today's price action. First thing to note is that obviously there was a massive gap up, and on the failure to really, make a move up and out of the overnight high, wherever that was in relationship to the open, we clearly moved lower to start to fill the gap underneath, but we didn't fill it all the way. I would argue, and let's actually just do this through the lens of technical analysis and the Fibonacci tool. We'll break that out, go from the high of the prior day all the way up to our open, not the high of the day, the open, and what you can see is the 50% retracement of the gap was essentially respected here at $1.92. So very technical that it came to the 50% retracement and then started making a move higher. A half gap fill is, again, more bullish, of course, than a full gap fill. Essentially, it's telling us that buyers stepped up early and sellers were not able to keep their, pedal to the metal, essentially, if you will, for the move all the way down to the gap fill area. So all of that being said, the close here was actually fairly bullish. The fact that the buyers were able to overwhelm the sellers and close strong here on some, sideways consolidation, that strikes me as price acceptance up and around this $2.30 mark. So what we'll do from the intraday perspective now is take out the Fibonacci's, go from the high of the move all the way down to the low of the move, essentially just looking at today's range here. And there's a couple of ways you can look at it. Because we went from the high to the low first, basically, if this was more bearish, we would have turned here at the 38.2 and then dribbled lower for the gap fill. Instead, clearly we broke it, broke the 50, broke the 61.8, made the 100% retracement, and now just, make pretend with me. If you were to turn this upside down, basically our 38.2 is here at the 61.8, and we're essentially consolidating, forming a 30-minute bull flag above that area of consolidation. So this, to me, strikes me as extremely healthy. What we'll do for, going forward's sake is just map this area out as support here at $2.23. As long as that holds, you're looking for a breakout really up and over $2.40 into that next major daily target at $2.57, and after that up here towards 3, the nice round number. So I do think this could see continuation based on the bullish activity that formed today. If you wanted to be really technical, you could start to call this a little bit of a cup and handle, right? Something that would look like that. I would just prefer to wait for the breakout up and over 240 if it does decide to come. Just to make you aware, if we go on over to the trade tab, this is going to be hard to borrow, so you're not going to short the shares, and the put volume over here is actually okay. The open interest isn't that great, but the volume that actually went through today is decent, right? So you can take some size here. The contracts are obviously very cheap, so just be careful if you do that with short-dated options. These only have 18 days until expiration, and theta will work against you if you hold this for longer than essentially, I would say, 8 of those 18 days. So for now, looking for the breakout up and over 240. That's how I would play this chart here on GSAT. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.